Imagine being a dentist during COVID-19. This is a high-risk environment, even more so than the emergency room. Dentists needed to innovate fast, and one dentist here on the south side of Chicago is ahead of the curve. This must have been a really challenging time, Dr. Orrington.
Yes, it was very hard for me. Let me show you. We have to wear 2 masks.
You got your N95.
Yes. And then I have the surgical mask here.
Okay.
But that's not it. I would have to also wear my face shield to protect from fluids.
Oh my God, and you have to wear that all day long?
Yes, it was very hot, very difficult. A lot of times I felt like I was yelling at everybody.
Yeah, I can barely hear you.
Yes, you're right. It's very difficult. And one thing about working in dental office all day, I was so nervous about the staff getting sick and myself getting sick and taking it home to my loved ones.
Yeah.
Yes, but let me show you the problem.
Oh, I know that tool.
Yes, the dental drill. Everyone in dentistry uses this drill. The problem is when we use this drill, as you can see, water is going everywhere.
Wow, look at that.
So yes, the dental drill definitely is one thing that spreads airborne pathogens.
Yeah, look at it. It's going all over the place. It's hitting me over here on the shoulder.
At the start of the pandemic, this company came out with this.
Oh, look at that. It's like a giant vacuum cleaner.
It doesn't get everything, but it definitely helps.
So you needed to build on this, expand on it.
Yes. This gave me the idea for my innovation.
Michaela, Dr. Orrington came to you with this piece of IQ Air equipment. What did you do with it?
Well, it took quite a bit of thinking because this solution is about 80% there, but we wanted to get it to 100. And we came up with this idea to add an attachment to the end of the hose. So some sort of shield or guard that goes over the end here with the patient lying underneath and then the dentist being able to work above them and still see through to the patient, but providing a nice barrier between the two.
But is it comfortable?
That's a big consideration we had actually, because we want to make sure that the dentist can still easily work and manipulate their tools underneath the guard, but we don't want to make the patient feel claustrophobic. So we did a lot of ergonomic studies with different people in Dr. Orrington's office to understand what the perfect distance is. We went through quite a few different concept iterations as well, doing some different sketching, looking at maybe where this shield could be attached in the dental unit. Maybe it could be attached to the back of the chair here, or even just floating on the existing IQ Air unit so it could move around the space freely.
Sean, tell me about these constructions. They look a bit like rowboats.
It's not a rowboat. This is a tail end of a AirGuard LT unit. So the whole idea is you have a different machines with a different hose diameter, so that can fit into the different size of the hole.
Where did you get the inspiration for this shape?
Our whole idea came from the McDonald's apple pie box. So simply you open up and then fold it in and tuck it in inside and fold it back. That becomes a structure piece. So this was just full-size mock-up of a whole shield. Make sure that this is the right size for the patients or doctors. And then back end will have an opening for the different size hose.
So this is the finished shield?
Yes, it is. So whole idea is this whole area is clear. Make sure that you can see the doctor can see the patients. And these all white colored area will be disguising the hose that which will be connected from the back.
And we even started thinking about some kind of crazy ideas. Like what if you could add lighting or even a video camera into this machine?
Wow, so Dr. Orrington, this looks like the super deluxe version of the AirGuard. What does this thing do?
So we took the LT and wanted to build upon it, take it to the next level. So here you have the AirGuard MP and the XP. First you have the aerosol barrier right here.
Right, and it's taking all the germs and pulling it up through this pipe.
Exactly. We have 4 corner lights on each side. Also, we have the one going along each row. They change colors. Here you have the emerald light. This gives you more time to work on light-sensitive material. And then here you have the blue light, what decreases working time that sets material up faster. So the first thing we replace is the dental curing light. Also, we replace the dental overhead light, all in one
So you're
machine.
getting rid of all this equipment that would otherwise be in the way.
Exactly. But one more surprise for you.
I like surprises.
Hey, Tina, can you smile for me? Now we have magnification.
Oh, wow, that's nice and clear.
Yes. So basically, I replaced with the dental loops.
Oh, so now you don't have to wear as much on your head.
Exactly.
Hey, a quick science lesson. So ozone has long been used to kill germs. For example, water bottles are filled with ozone prior to being sealed. However, these guys realize that now is the time to take this technology and do something more. Hey Tom, do people understand ozone?
No, they don't. There's a lot of confusion that consumers have about ozone.
So kind of like the ozone layer.
Exactly. And so when we did talk to doctors and nurses, they got it immediately. They understand ozone as nature's powerful disinfectant, all natural. You know what? Let's take this conversation into the bathroom.
Okay.
Let me see you wash your hands.
All right.
80% of communicable diseases are transmitted because people don't wash their hands properly. You're nowhere near done. Sing the alphabet song or the ABC song. It needs to last about 20 seconds. Got to get the backs of your hands. Yep. Between the fingers, rubbing good there. And then the fingernails into the palms, both sides. 95% of people do not wash their hands properly. Our innovation does all that in 7 seconds without the use of soap.
This is the ozone generator that Tommy came to us with. And he asked for our help to help develop the product into a commercial product.
So how do you clean your hands with this?
That takes raw water and ozonates it. And that's the secret sauce behind Tommy's technology.
And so you've designed this kind of enclosure for it?
Right. We had to develop a new form factor. Really, we had to rethink how a sink would work. So as you can see here, this is an enclosure now that you have to put your hands into.
And nobody's concerned about putting their hands inside a box to clean them?
They are. I mean, that's why we had to make a number of prototypes. We wanted to make sure that the new form factor or the design was inviting and that people who are concerned about losing sight of their hands would be okay using it.
So how long did the whole prototyping process take you?
The entire process took about a year, and we just recently went into production.
And if I can ask, whose hands are those?
Good question. These are special color change material, and we use this test rig with the spray chips in it, and it actually changes color when it gets wet, so we're able to do tests to make sure that we're getting the whole hand.
So this is Iggy in its natural habitat.
So it's designed for high traffic areas?
Yeah, exactly, like this office building, and think of cruise ships, sports stadiums, schools, all types of places where public health is needed.
So can I give it a go?
You bet, but hold on, cowboy. I got to put you through the training. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Can you do this? You are now fully trained.
That's it.
Your hands in 7 seconds are going to be cleaner than they've ever been.
So what's that noise?
That's the fan. Iggy's keeping the environment safe so that there's no off-gassing coming out. Your hands are now cleaner than if you were to stick them down in a bucket full of bleach for 30 seconds.
And they feel pretty soft, too.
Exactly. O3 turns back into oxygen, so you're just putting oxygen on the hands to keep them soft.
I like it. Dr. Beauchamp, this has very exciting applications in the medical space.
It's very exciting. We at the Mayo Clinic are working with 3OE to try and explore ways of getting this into the hospital setting.
So is this better than washing your hands?
Yes, it's better than washing your hands. We're hopefully applying this into patients' wounds, infected wounds, or the prevention of infection in patients who are undergoing surgery.
So we all know of doctors scrubbing their hands pretty aggressively. Is this going to put an end to that?
We hope so. We're hoping to have a version that we can use in lieu of a scrub sink so that surgeons can have their whole arm sterilized in a matter of seconds.
The story starts here at a cafe in San Francisco, where some entrepreneurs from Southern California got their big break. So Vivian, how does the cafe fit in?
So 6 years ago, we just finished a big pitch to a venture capitalist in the city, and we were sitting here having a cup of coffee and really contemplating if we can move, work, and live here.
So the pitch obviously went well, right? Because here you are.
Yeah, and we ended up moving here, working at the accelerator for 4 months and getting the company off the ground.
So what's your actual product?
So we make sustainable material alternatives for filtration, films, and resins.
Okay, so let's fast forward 5 years.
Well, that would bring us to the beginning of 2020. What do you think happened, Jenny?
COVID, right?
Right, COVID. COVID forced us to pivot into applying our understanding of nanofiltration into creating a better face mask for the everyday user.
So like the one you have on right now?
Yes, I'm wearing one of our masks right now.
I have one here for you. There you go.
So this mask I wear all the time. This is a pretty basic regular mask. I'll try yours. Very easy fit and it's light and breathable. So you make these locally in the Bay Area?
Well, initially we tried, but the numbers just did not work out.
And we decided that with our goal of producing sustainably, manufacturing in the United States, we had to go somewhere else.
And so where did you go?
We packed our bags for Reno, Nevada.
So, wow, look at this thing. What on earth is this?
So this is a bespoke machine that we were designed for the purpose of our automation and scale up. So we load our materials here and we're able to create masks using this one machine. So we use a nanofilter material as the core of our filtration.
Nanofilter? What's that?
So a nanofilter is essentially a much smaller filtration media than the traditional filter. You can think of it as a smaller fishing net, so we can really capture some of those very bad smaller particles that can enter your body. And at every stage, more and more components and features are added as the material moves along. This is actually ultrasonic welding stations, and what this does is it keeps the material's integrity while being able to combine the materials.
I mean, welding and fabric. These are things that I would never have thought of. Oh, and here you have, of course, a box. These are the finished masks,
yeah.
huh?
So this goes into our QC department after it is cleanly manufactured.
Cleanly manufactured.
Yeah, so normally this is a very clean manufacturing environment. Obviously, everything's paused for our purposes,
Sure.
but this goes directly from the manufacturing to our QA, QC, and packaging departments.
Very cool.
So Reno is a central hub of a lot of growth in terms of innovation, tech, and manufacturing. So it made a lot of sense from a business perspective to build our pilot manufacturing facility here in Reno.
I mean, our mission as a company has always been to reduce our carbon footprint while making a community impact. You know, we think about the whole life cycle of where our product comes from the minute that it's made all the way to where it's being shipped to. We care about that a lot. And having it here in America, essentially being made, we reduce the cost of, you know, the carbon emissions that's coming out from shipping overseas. And also, the best part about it is to be really hands-on in reiterating our products and making better future ones as well.
You know, we are Americans, and we could have taken the easy route of bringing our manufacturing overseas to be able to fulfill our scaling issue. However, we really wanted to build and contribute to building out our critical infrastructure here in the United States.